Hey there! I've got 3 more random OCs from ArtFight that I've drawn. Here are their names, as well as their creators' names, as well as the nicknames I've given each of them. They are listed in order of appearance in the video. I will also have their social links in the description if you want to check them out. Alright, here we go. Normally I do these bits improv, but I don't know if I've got the mindset to do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just continue to talk and just delete the audio until I get something that I'm happy with. But I'm gonna try and do my best here because these OCs I've drawn are amazing and they deserve proper attention. I did have a lot of fun creating each of the 3 pieces that are in this video here. Starting with this first one, I've got Rolo's OC Kit Kat. That's not their actual names, that's the nicknames I gave them. But I saw their actual name and it looked like Kit Kat and I just couldn't get that out of the brain, and I thought it'd be fun to just give their creator's name a candy sort of name as well. You know those Rolos, like those little round chocolate caramel candies? They're good. I like those. Their OC Kit Kat is a Pokemon trainer. They got their shiny Ninetales there with them. They gave a lot of creative liberty to the design of their character. Well, at least costume wise, or give my OC a costume, I don't care, I need help with this design, or at least I'm not trying to undermine their design skills, but I appreciate that they were lenient on creative liberty on design. In designing the outfit, I thought I'd try to go with something a bit sporty, since usually Pokemon trainers have outfits that are good for, on-the-go travel or rough-and-tumble adventures. They want something, free-flowing, something easy to move in. However, I did try to keep a pretty feminine appearance with the pink and the dress-like touch, and they asked to keep a red bow in whatever outfit you may want to give their character, so I got the bow. In there, and I couldn't quite tell from the original image if this character was missing an eye or not. I wasn't sure if that was just a creative design choice, or maybe they just didn't add it in. I can understand that, but I thought it'd be cool if they didn't, have both eyes. I thought that'd be a neat little character trait for them to have. What was a character trait? Character mark? A trait mark? Just an interesting design element to their appearance. It's kind of cool when, you got little bits like that. She could wear a cool eye patch if she wanted, but she looks cool either way, eye patch or not. Let's see. Oh, her face. I was trying to keep the shape of her face, her hair, her design relatively close to the original. However, with that face, I was just having a difficult time nailing the shape down. I had to draw over that multiple times. There's actually, within the videos, there are going to be a few bits here and there that I cut out just for time constraint purposes, or just they're so boring and repetitive. Sometimes I wonder if I should just cut out the line art aspect, because I'm just drawing the same line over and over and over again. Her Ninetales here, the shiny Ninetales. I don't work with a lot of animal anatomy, but I tried. Originally I was just sketching out a rough pose to get the idea of what I wanted. I thought for the scene, the image that I wanted to make, I'm not sure if this is coherent with the OCs, with Kit Kat's, storyline, whatever happens to her, but I thought it'd be fun to create a scene where she's out and about in the wild and she comes across the shiny Ninetales that she has, and to create a scene sort of encapsulating when she first catches it. I have no idea if it's accurate or not. I just thought it looked cool, so I made it. And the Ninetales, I kind of wanted to give them sort of like a menacing sort of pose, or at least like, to make it look like this Ninetales is going to be a bit of a challenge to catch, to master over. And I wanted to, give them that sort of like aggressive pose. I had to just rough sketch something out and then come up with, I had to look at references to get in the anatomy. And once I gotten, around to finishing the characters, because that's the easy part for me, I went to the hard part with trying to make some sort of decent background. That's still a work in progress for me. I've gotten a bit better. I like working with more solid shapes that I can just like lay over with colors to add the shades repetitively, like the leaves and the trees. That's fun. I've been enjoying doing that more so with backgrounds. And once I gotten the rough background in, I was so tired at this point. I was like, I don't want to go full shade with these characters. I'm just going to give them like a quick line bit for the shadows. Just do like block shading for the shadows. And I didn't even bother to do highlights because I had already spent so much time on this piece. I mean, I would like to spend more time on these pieces, but because I am trying to make these into just a quick video and I want to get these produced as quickly and as abundantly as possible, I can only, invest so much time. But I try to give, each piece their due, to put in that effort of, love and care into each one and to enjoy the process that I do. When blocking out the shadows I'm doing, I picked out this green color to help me to help me easily see where the shadows are going to lay without, picking a color that's too eye-popping. And, you ever pick out a color? I don't know if you ever do this, but I've done it before, where I pick a color that's so eye-popping and I look at it too much and my eyes start to hurt. So I tried to pick out this mellow green, which seemed to work well. Then I just recolored it as a purple, and that seemed to work, just fixing around the opacity. And I tended to get something that worked in well. And then afterwards I threw in a couple more shading, not on the characters but on the whole piece itself, to kind of make it look like the moonlight skies, shining on these characters, to give it more of a atmospheric feel. And I think the piece turned out relatively well on the whole. I think it's fun. The characters have a more cartoonish appearance to kind of fit in with the Pokemon show, but the background is a bit more painterly, which makes the characters and then the background stand out well against each other. Oh, and there they are. I think I don't think this was the longest piece, but it definitely took me the longest to get around to finishing. I just kept coming back to the background, I gotta work with that, details, colors, all this hard work. But I eventually pushed myself to finish it, and I did have fun. It was a fun character to work with, and Rolo, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, and I'm moving on to the next character, which isn't actually a random person's OC. This is actually an OC of one of my friends. I was meaning to draw one of their OCs, but then when I posted my first video of drawing some random OCs, they got the sneak on me. They drew one of my OCs, and you don't get away with drawing one of my OCs and don't think I'm not gonna do something back. You thought I wasn't gonna hit you back with drawing one of your own OCs? Well, you're wrong. I was planning on doing so long before he even drew one of mine. So I got their OC, who I've nicknamed Amiibo, and Amiibo is just such a cute little bean. Look at this cute little design. This little character just running in the rain. They seem like such a sweet little character. Definitely, like, very suitable for, like, a game. I can imagine this character being in, like, you know, all these sorts of games where you got a cute little design, like, I don't know, Hollow Knight's like one of the main games I think of off the top of my head. There's a few others, but I don't remember the names. Anyways, I thought this design was really cute, and the fact that it was so simple was a big relief to me. This actually was very quick for me to make. I was actually surprised in myself that I was able to turn out what I had so quickly, but I thank Panera, my good friend Panera. Not our name, but that's what I'm calling. You are Panera now. You are that bread type establishment. That is what I am calling you. I don't know. It was funnier in my head when I was thinking of what to call you for this video. Anyways, shoot, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, how quick this was and how nice it was to quickly block out the scenario that I wanted. What am I even saying? I just really love the fact that I was able to find a simply designed character, just some basic shapes to work on, so that it, you know, took a lot off my back and trying to work out details. And the background, I enjoy doing the lightning. Yeah, the lightning was a little difficult to figure out how I want to make it look like, you know, it was really bright and shiny, you know, get that electrified look. But once I got that down, I enjoyed highlighting these rocks. I've really been enjoying coloring rocks as of late. They're easy to get the shape down. You just basically like block out the big basic shape, and then you go in with either a lighter or a dark color, depending if you want to work with highlights or shadows first, and then you start just layering it on. It's like putting on layers of jackets. You just start on with one and you go on to another. And then what did I do for the rain? I don't know. I found, like, I think a stamped sort of brush or some sort of like textured brush, and just did a bit of like shape manipulation, just a bit of tug and pull, and it amazingly looks like this character is out in the rain. In the original piece, Amiibo looks like they are running through rain. So I thought it'd be fun to put them into like a stormy weather sort of scenery, just like this little characters on an epic quest, and they're going through the dark, stormy rain, and it's you can feel that, you know, intense like atmosphere. This character's got to overcome some big trial, and they're going through the rain, and I'm adding in like the rain sliding off of the raincoat, and I try to give it sort of like a plastic sort of texture because it looks like they're wearing an umbrella. This cute little character wearing an umbrella. There's cute little Amiibo. This was really fun to make, and I'm so happy that it only took so long. I'm glad that I'm getting faster at my art and still able to produce some good quality stuff. Anyways, Panera, there you have it. I've taken my revenge. You think you can just draw my precious little OC and not have me draw one of yours? You're wrong. You are so wrong. I've got you. Alright, now on to the third one. Are you slowly losing your minds yet? Because I am, I think. I don't know. Been a long day. Well, not too long. Maybe I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. I'm just not in the right mood to be recording, but we're gonna push through it like we pushed through this piece here. This character, not a lot of information on their personality. They're a My Little Pony OC, but, you know, despite not having a lot of background to work with, I've got a lot of good character design here. So much fun detail, but all that detail took so much time and effort. I decided to just go a simple route. I knew this was going to take a lot out of me. I wanted to try and just do something simple to just get this, video done and out there, but I still wanted to do it justice. And as the more I'm working on this and realizing there's more detail to add, I'm thinking, I did not pick a simple piece here. But this character looked like such a fun one to do, especially since we are right on the... Well, by the time I upload this, it's going to be after Halloween, but it's got... Look at this character design. It's got a head on its tail, this cool looking head. It looks like this character belongs in, like, Norse mythology or something like that. It was, fun, spooky, I don't know, it's a cool character. I like the nickname that I gave them. I'm not sure how their original names are pronounced. I could try, but instead I decided to nickname them Frost and Bite because there's icicles hanging off of the tail, so they look like they belong in this cold environment, and then the head on the tail's got teeth. It looks like it bites, so I'm sorry, that's my bad puns there coming in for my amusement. But it was a lot of fun just sort of coming up with, like, just trying to add these shapes. Once I had like a very rough sketch in, I had to go in with a more detailed sketch. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do line art over the rough sketch I had. I had to go in and meticulously draw out what I wanted with the next sketch in order to properly put the line art in. Honestly, if the sketch here wasn't so rough, I might have left that as line art, but I wanted to look a bit smoother, look a bit cleaner, and I think it turned out well. I don't know. Then the back, I didn't do a background. I knew doing a background was going to take up too much time, so I thought I'd just put in like a simple design. I wanted to sort of silhouette this character in the piece, and I just threw in some lines as I'm doing it. I thought it'd be fun to add like a fun, like, detailed border. Again, these characters look like they feel like they belong in some sort of like Norse mythology, or like I thought back to like a bit of like Norwegian heritage they have, and they got a lot of these like cool little patterns in their arts and their craft, and I thought it'd be fun to add sort of detail on the border. And then when I got into the coloring, I basically just started with a base color, just filling in the whole bit of the characters, and then I added layers to put in a new color to substitute like the actual colors I was going to fill in later. You kind of get the idea. Once I had like each part separately colored, I put the actual colors of the characters in, and then I went into add the details like the spots, and then these like dark shadowy fur or tattoos on, I think, just like body textures. It looks cool, but when I was coming around to this part, I was like, I don't know, do I want to add this in? And then the other part of my head was like, shut up, just do it! Just add the detail, you can do it, you need to push through, okay? You pick this character, do them justice. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do the detail, even though I don't want to, and I doubt the creator would care. I doubt Bagel would care if, I think when you draw someone's OC, they don't care if you add all the meticulous detail in, they're just excited. I don't know, but no, I want to do them good. And when after I do a bit of tweaking to the color and the background design, I go back in for some final little touches, adding in some I don't know if I call it shading, just like color gradients in the hairs and on the body. And then as I'm doing that, I was like, it looks nice, you know, these little gradients. So I add some highlights and shadows here and there on the jaw of Bite, the head on the tail. And then I give Bite some highlight on their antlers. This is such a cool, creepy design. I don't know what this character is. I don't know what kind of creature they are. They just look cool. And I had fun adding just a little tiny bits and details, even though it took so long to get this piece all together. I'm just, you know, when you put in hard work and it comes out satisfying. I bet it would look even cooler if I went like full blown on it, but I only wanted to do so much, but like I said, I wanted to give them justice then, just adding a quick little shadow drop here, and there you have it. Frost and Bite. They look awesome. You got a cool My Little Pony OC there. Would they be a villain character? I don't know. The Frost looks like a sweet individual, and just because Bite is spooky, I don't know, they could be friendly or not. I don't know, or maybe they've got like that villain hero clash going on, like Frost wants to be friendly while Bite just wants to eat everything that comes across. I don't know. I don't know anything about this character aside from its design, but it's cool. Nice job, Bagel. And here we have the final results. We've got Amiibo, Kit Kat, and Frosted Bite. Frost and Bite. It's not Frost and Bite, it's Frost and Bite. The nicknames that I gave them. Anyways, there they are! I had fun! And I think these turned out well for the time that I gave them. I could have put in more, but I wasn't going to. But, you know, I feel like this is good practice for me in the future. Whenever I go in to do more detailed pieces, I'll be more prepared or more just equipped with experience to get these done faster and better. And yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Bye bye.